Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
With all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Look at this, taking this shot on the very first play. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
He's running out of time here. Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 40. Past the 20. Past the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcat. pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Lining up to try the extra point. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. First down, looking to throw the football. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right, it's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Incompletion makes it second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. And he pulls in the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. First down here for this offense.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Back to throw again. Moves left out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the grab. Can he get there?
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 15. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Now the 40. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Defensive backs up at the line showing press. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. And the Nittany Lions hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, that's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The sure hands. It's Henderson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Receiver makes the grab, And he's tackled after the catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Looking to throw it again. Makes a quick grab. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. The Nittany Lions will line up now. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. Makes the score 21-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Short throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll be brought down. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Hit just as he throws the ball. And is intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Finds his target. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. The Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels it.
Down he goes. A sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
2nd down, looking to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. The stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear holes. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense facing 3rd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw again. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. The tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to...
It's a fumble. Oh, and he fumbles. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
That sack sets up an important 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And the Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This offense really clicking. Here's the point after attempt. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Still a clean pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. It's like the final play of the half coming up. He'll look to throw it here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Natty Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The shotgun running play call. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. First down. Looking to throw the football. On the run here. Lets it go. Quick throw. Catch made. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. Got the first down, now looking for more. But not out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Receiver in motion now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's fourth down and inches. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll try to run it with the option. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Has the first down, still on the move. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it happen.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the ball to the ground. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. And the Nittany Lions looking to run some tempo here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking for the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled way behind the line. He'll do 6 there. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Wolf. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He finds his man. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
Really love the call here on third down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or pull it down and keep it himself to be able to pick up first down yardage.
They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. They're going to run it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. No huddle here for the offense. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Kentucky. Still no answer for this offense.
Man, once in a while, a guy just makes a great play. This defense had nearly everything covered except for the quarterback and his ability to take off with his legs. This is a great scramble by the QB and a nice decision to pull it down and go for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking for a deep completion. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big